Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Healing with Hila. This is your space for aligning, expanding, and reconnecting with who you truly are. I'm your host, Hila Ferguson. I'm a transpersonal hypnotherapist, life coach, and energy worker. Thank you so much for inviting me into your life. So the subject that's been coming up so much for me and for many of my clients is the subject around observed reality versus imagined reality. And so I wanted to start by actually sharing a little bit of Abraham Hicks, one of my absolute favorite creators out there, Esther and Jerry Hicks, that started their work with Abraham, and now Esther is channeling Abraham after Jerry transitioned. And I absolutely love their work because I found that it's one of the most authentic ways of channeling spirit that I've come across with others. And it resonated 100% for me. It's the same message as my guides say. It's as if I channel Abraham as well. So I love how undiluted and clean the messages come through Esther. She does such a phenomenal job. And so anyway, I have their card deck getting into the vortex and I love it. And the card came up around observed and imagined reality. And sure enough, it opened up a floodgate of so many sessions that were around it. We had a meditation that evoked that subject. And so let's start with the card. I want to read it to you guys, and then we'll talk a little bit about the things that come up. The universe and all physical and non-physical players in it is responding to vibrations that you are offering, and no distinction is made between vibrations that you offer as you observe and vibrations that you offer as you imagine. So I'm sitting here getting ready to record for you guys again, and I am laughing because I had to change rooms. And so I'm sitting in my therapy room and I'm recording on my phone. And so I don't really have data on my phone to look up stuff. And I was just about to read the card again that I started to record about. And so I go into my deck and I was like, I'll just pull the card again. Um, and I got to the deck and I thought, what are the chances that I'm gonna, just find the card? And I heard, that my doubt is gonna cause the card not to be found very easily. And so I look through it and I can't find it. And I try to look by the color and I can't find it. And I started scanning all of them and I don't really have time now to read all of them. So I just let it go. And I said, okay, I trust that everything is leading me, especially as I create this podcast. It's been incredible. Like one step is leading to the next step, right? I don't really know even what the next step is. I figured, okay, this is for a reason. There's a purpose to this. And let me just close my eyes, shuffle the deck, and I'll just ask, because maybe they brought me to this moment to get another message, and weave that into the podcast. And so I shuffle the deck and I, have my eyes closed and I draw a card. And guess what card I drew? It was this powerful moment where I released doubt and I just surrendered and allowed the universe to guide me and give me what I needed. And what I needed was to find the card with ease. And it just showed up. And it was such a powerful moment. So here it is again. The universe and all physical and non-physical players in it is responding to vibrations that you are offering. And no distinction is made between vibrations that you offer as you observe and vibrations that you offer as you imagine. That's the first half of the card, and I want us to just talk about it for a minute. It's really the bottom line of manifesting. And I think why manifesting is so hard for so many of us. And it's because we are creatures of our observed reality. We watch what's around us and we try to learn from that. We tend to watch what's around us and recreate that in our mind over and over. We tend to birth the same reality that we see over and over and over. It's the reality that our five senses encounter every day throughout the day. It's the reality that the input of our environment constantly gives us. It's what my car looks like, and my house looks like, and my bank account looks like, and my family looks like, and my dynamic and my relationships feel, and the way my job feels, and how much money I make, and beyond that, right? My beliefs, the things I know, the things society is telling me. All of that is my observed reality. And so when I'm invited into my imagined reality, I am invited to start creating something different. And that's the essence of manifesting, right? We are trying to call in something into our world, whatever it might be on whatever level, emotional, physical, spiritual. Call something into our world, right? Into this time, into this space to be created. Most of the time in a physical manner. And in order to do that, we have to offer vibrations that invite that frequency in, right? That invite that reality in. And if all that we're running is what we see, right? What we observe, what we experience every day, that's the vibrations we are offering. That's the vibrations we're giving out. And therefore, that is what we are creating over and over and over. It's only when we practice the imagined, it's only when we practice what we don't have quite yet that we can call in what we don't have quite yet into the now. And so that's the idea of our imagined reality. It's connecting to that piece within you that feels, knows, see, dream, wherever, whatever you want to bring in, and offer constant vibration to that. In fact, you have to offer more vibration to that than to what you observe in order to bring that in. That is just the essence and the law of attraction. The more vibrations win. The more you put attention on something wins. Whatever you put more of, you will get back. And so you have to practice to give your dream a space over and over and over and over. In fact, more times that you give your reality that you want to change a space, right? Because that's the side note. There's observed reality that you have right now that you absolutely love, that you want to practice, that you want to, keep repeating and bringing more of. That's amazing. That's right. When we call in what we want to manifest, we want to hold on to it. So observed reality is not just bad. It's only observed reality that you no longer want to have, that is not serving you to practice over and over. And same goes for the dream. My favorite thing to say to clients is anxiety is a waste of your imagination. And so you can also use your imagination, your imagined reality in a negative way, right? You can practice scenarios that are negative for you, that are not good, that don't feel good over and over, and get more of that. So imagined is not good or bad, and observed is not good or bad. It's how you feel about it. It's what you want in your life and how you want to feel having and living and being in that reality. And so let's read the other half of the card. If you simply imagine your life as you want it to be, all cooperative components will be summoned. And even more important, all components that are summoned will cooperate. It is law. The experience you have with others is about what you evoke from them. So, this other half of the card really kind of leads me to the meditation class I was running. I created this really lovely process. It was all about grounding into the earth. I invited my students into a space in nature, somewhere within a cave, where they get to really connect and explore the relationship of the give and take within the earth, releasing, letting go of whatever doesn't serve them, and then later also giving back, being that stewards of the earth as they give back to the planet, give back to Mother Earth. And part of the meditation, a piece within it was about observed reality and imagined reality. Focusing yourself on what you want to see around you versus the things that you're observing right now that you are not liking. And I was drawn to weave in this piece, I feel partially because we were just coming off the elections. And I knew that a lot of people have a lot of feelings. And my space is just to hold space for all the feelings. It doesn't matter to me what you believe, what side you are, same as everything else. I don't care. My job with you is that whatever you believe, I want it to be in a space where you feel like it's serving you. And if you have a belief that doesn't serve you, I am here to offer a space to change it. And so it was really interesting because this other half of the card is leading me to talk a little bit about the observed reality in general, right? So it's not just the close reality that you're observing, your own processes, but it's also a bigger picture kind of thing. And a lot of us that are dedicated to the healing arts and to the betterment of humanity in this planet care about humanity in this planet. And so it's the space of connecting your way of manifesting in a bigger way, right? Because we already established that whatever you give energy to, whatever thoughts you are thinking, the more you do it, the more the universe is going to look at you and say, absolutely, you are right. Here is more. And when things happen in a bigger way, on a bigger scale, globally, to your country, and it doesn't feel good, you tend to offer the observed reality over and over. You held space for an imagined reality. You got a result that might have not been in line with that, or might have been, exactly like we were saying. There is no good or bad. And so now it's no longer an imagined reality. Now it's an observed reality. It's a reality that's already here. And we tend to feel very helpless in that space. If you use the same process in a bigger way and you apply your imagined reality again and tune into the betterment of the people in general, the betterment of humanity, the betterment of the planet, right? That was part of the meditation, is refocusing us on what we want to see, on our imagined reality, because it's not right now, it's not right here. I'm not observing it, but I'm also wanting to give that more space than the things that I'm observing that are no longer serving me. And so I really wanted to offer these points of reflection for you guys. And I wanted to offer a small piece of our class. We ended up talking more about observed reality versus imagined one, and a lot of the stuff that I've been repeating here. And my microphone decided to stop working. I mentioned that in one of my podcasts. And so I missed a lot of that, and I lost a lot of the live talk. But I did get a small segment from my lovely friend and student, Sahara, who experienced her own journey through our meditation, which was actually kind of cool. And I was really glad that she shared that. And also just her own space in her life now as she's navigating her observed reality and her imagined reality, working towards creating something new for herself that's creating a reality around her right now that is challenging, and learning how to overcome that and focusing and offering more and more of those vibrations of that imagined, right? More and more of those vibrations of what you want to see in the world, what you want to see for yourself, what you want to see for others. And so I'm going to leave you with this segment. Let's listen to it now.
Easy just to follow the norm. It's so easy, but that's not what I want. That's not what I want. And making this shift, it is changing everything. And it's changing everything for good, for a better future, for a better reality for myself. It is centered in me. I creating this business, going all in and purchasing a franchise with my savings for retirement, it is costing me everything. The end result, the life coaching. This franchise, it is gonna allow me to get the base, the foundation for my life coaching for when I retire, because that is my goal. So having nothing else to back me up, it is scary, but I cannot imagine myself doing the same thing that I was doing for 20 years.
What were you doing?
Working with the company, working
For someone else.
and for someone else. I cannot picture myself there anymore.
So working for someone else with money in the bank for retirement felt way worse than stopping to work for someone else and draining that money. And you get to do something that your soul is telling you to do.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing it is when I'm going through divorce, because that's what ended up. You decided this, then you're on your own. And I said, perfect. I'm on my own. It is hard. And I wondering, I don't want to be alone I don't want to be alone.
No,
I don't. That it's not in my mind. It doesn't fit me. So when you took us to this place in the, I just picture a forest.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And I saw the cave. I didn't want to go to the cave. So the cave to me was being alone, and I didn't want to go there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stay and enjoy the sun and feeling just the grass on my feet and smiling and feeling everything, and I was just letting go and everything. That's what I needed. At the end, and this is what it felt a little bit weird, I saw the picture of someone, the face of a guy. And I said, okay, so this is the first time that I see a face of someone.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like, okay, I'm not going to be alone.
You're not going to be alone.
Not going to be alone.
What a powerful message.
This is, and now what you're saying, the reality, I know what I want. I know what I have in my mind. What is it? My future, what my future looks like. And I'm sticking to it.
Yep.
I'm sticking to it and I'm not moving. And I keep, and like I was talking to my mom on the phone and I said, this is going to work. This is exactly what I need to do. And I'm not moving. I'm not stopping, because there's nothing that can stop me. It's only my mind, and I'm not going to allow that.
And I feel like you taking that step, that leap for you, right? And saying, no matter what, this new chapter feels better than the comfortable that I was in, you got nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose anymore.
No.
There's only you. And then facing the piece about being alone, which was, I think, was your biggest fear, around this, and walking through it created such a big ripple effect, a big shift.
Yeah.
And so exactly it. It's just a matter of walking through those fears that have been causing resistance.
Yeah.
And those like little truths that we tell ourselves that are not necessarily true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this idea of being alone, right? It was born from the reality around you. It was born from the observed reality. I'm making this choice for myself. And, now I'm losing my marriage, and now I'm losing this, and now I'm losing this. And it's like, our observed reality is telling us, did I make a huge mistake? Like, now I don't have money to retire, and I don't have my relationship, and I don't have, my stability, and I don't have my old job. And it's like, yes, but my imagined reality is begging me to override my observed reality.
Exactly.
And saying no more,
Exactly. Because it is so easy to fall into that.
It is. And it's the same politically, right? And that's the thing, that's the tricky part about observed reality. I will give you all the proof that you are seeking to tell you that you are right. You are right that we're doomed. You are right that we're, screwed up. You are right. And that's the hardest thing, I feel like, with observed reality, and the difference of it, because we are such proof creatures, and observed reality is all about proof. It's all about proof. It's all about, like, look at all the facts, and it's so hard to snap from that. There's something I want to leave you with from what we were talking about. It's just simple statement that I tell all my people, and it's really as easy as that. Whatever it is that you believe, whatever it is that you think, the universe is going to look at you and it's going to say, you are absolutely right. Here is more. And so allow the reality around you to help shift that. So you want the universe to look at you and say, you are absolutely right. Here is more. Here is more love. Here is more money. Here is more friendships. Here's more fun. Here's more ease. And so I figured it would be fun to finish our segment with a meditation that I created especially for this. Again, just channeled in the moment, not really knowing what we're going to be saying or doing, but allowing spirit to guide me and to really guide you guys through me. I feel like it's such a privilege for me to hold this space. And so I'm hoping that the message resonates, that the meditation helps. And so if you are out and about and it is not a good time to take a moment and meditate, just save this for later. But if you are in a space where you can take a moment and let go in a safe way, I invite you to take on this journey with us. I invite you to take a minute, get nice and cozy, and take this little journey with me as we scan our observed versus our imagined reality. Let's start by taking a nice deep breath. Allowing your inhales to help you expand, and your exhales as they help you let go. We're going to start with a nice countdown from 10 to 1. So just let my count help you. Let go a little bit more. Move into a space of relaxation. Feeling cozy. In fact, you're finding that the more you let go, the better it feels. And the better it feels, the more you let go. It's this lovely connection between the two. 10, Just inviting some relaxation to move through your crown, the top of your head. Relaxing, releasing, and helping let go. 9. As you invite that conscious part within you to rise out and up, taking a seat next to you, becoming the observer as you allow yourself to let go a little bit more, diving a little bit deeper into who you truly are. 8. Allowing a lovely relaxation to spread down and through your neck, your shoulders, down into your arms and your hands. 7. The torso is relaxing. Your breath and your heartbeat are only helping you relax even more. And it just feels so good to move deeper. 6. Washing down and through the internal organs, letting go a little bit more. 5. The relaxation is moving into your back, helping you let go, relax, and release. 4. As you just sink a little bit deeper, relaxation is washing all the way through your back, down and into your pelvic, your lower back. 3. Just letting go even more. Washing down and through your legs, through your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles. 2. As you let go even more. You can even imagine a opening at the bottom of your feet as everything that no longer serves you begin to just wash away from you. 1. Feeling relaxed and connected and ready to take on this journey. I invite you to begin to imagine yourself sitting in a movie theater. The screen is in front of you, it's large, the theater is inviting, it's comfortable, the seats are amazing, the temperature is perfect, you can even have some snacks and some things that you love with you. You're getting very excited to watch a little bit of this movie that's going to be playing. The movie begins, and on the screen, you are watching yourself, perhaps a few years into the future, doing something that you absolutely love. Think of an imagined reality, something that right now in this present moment you are wanting to create, and watch yourself on that screen doing exactly that. It might be the job of your dreams. Watch yourself doing it, so excited, so happy. Making the money you wanted to make and just feeling so comfortable. Feeling like your impact truly matters. Perhaps it's a relationship, manifesting a family unit. Watch on the screen a scene from your life that represents that. Let the scene play out. As it plays out, you are watching yourself, these scenes, these moments, and you see yourself. You see the glow in your eyes, your body, exactly as you want it. Look at that scene. Enjoy this moment in your theater. And notice, how are you feeling? Ask yourself in this moment as you're watching your movie, how does it feel? How does it feel to watch this reality? You can even give yourself a number from 1 to 10, 10 being the best it ever felt and 1 being the least. Just notice how it feels. Notice what feelings are coming up for you as you're watching that scene. Just scan the things that are coming up for you. Notice. Soon, this little movie will be over and another one will play. This movie is more of like a reality TV show, as if some cameras were placed around in your own surroundings, your own home, family, dynamics, work. And allow that to just play. Even perhaps a scene from earlier today or yesterday. Try to pick a scene that's generalized, something that you tend to experience more or less throughout your life on a daily basis. So again, the space within your job, the space within your family, and just watch it play out. Perhaps even in relation to whatever it is that you watched just before. So if it was your imagined job, watch your current one. If it was your imagined family unit, watch your current one, your current space. If it was your imagined body, watch your current one. This is your observed reality, the reality that you observe every day. And I invite you to just scan your feelings once again. Move into a space of examining how it feels to watch this movie, this scene. What kind of feelings are coming up for you as you watch the scene? Try to have a space of acceptance and non-judgment. Just watch what comes up for you. Allow the scene to play out and gently come to a close. And again, perhaps scan your feelings from 1 to 10 and notice where your number sits after watching your observed reality. As the scene finishes, the movie ends, you're just sitting in your theater. The screen is dark, but again, the theater is very cozy. It's exactly the way you love it. And you have a moment to just feel and think. Which reality would you like to create more of? Which reality would you like to focus on? Where would you like to put your focus on so the universe can give you more? Recognize the choice that you have, that you can play your observed reality, your current reality over and over, and the universe will look at you and say, you are absolutely right, and here is more of that. Or you can start running the other movie, your imagined reality, the things you would like to call in and create more. Practice that space. Connect with it. Just feel into it. Remember how it felt when you watched it. This is the essence of manifesting and calling into your life the things that you want, the things that serve you. It starts with the feeling and then the scene, and then allowing imagined reality to be practiced more than the observed one. Whatever you put your focus on, the universe is going to tell you, you are right and here is more. And so be mindful of the more that you would like to call in. And let yourself move into the space of the dreamer, the space of creator, imagining reality as you would like it to feel, and then to look, to smell, to touch. As you reflect on these moments in your theater, you can play whatever scene you would like to focus on. Take a few moments and just open up to anything along your timeline that Spirit would like for you to watch, that will inspire you, that will put you on the path of creating the things that you desire, the things that you deserve. Anchor those good feelings within you. Breathe them in and integrate them into who you are as we gently bring this process to a close. Taking a breath and allowing everything to settle. As I count you up from 1 to 5, inviting all the pieces of who you are to come weave together with great harmony and balance. 1, as we just let go of this scene, this movie theater, with great gratitude. First, for ourselves, for taking this moment and meditating with me, integrating this process that we started to talk about, inviting more of that imagined reality into your life so you can create the things that you want versus the things that you observe and you don't want. And then the gratitude expands to anything and everything that helped us. 2, as we begin to close that space, moving your etheric body back into the here and now, bringing you into this time, this space, reconnecting mind, body, and soul. 3, taking a nice deep breath, bringing energy into the body, expanding with the breath, wiggling fingers and toes, bringing awareness back, and letting everything that you experience settle within you. 4, it feels as if we washed you with cleansing, clear, sparkling water, leaving you energized and reconnected to go about your day, incorporating what you've experienced today and allow that to continue to serve you. 5, completely conscious, aware, awake, and present in this moment. Thank you so much for taking your time and going on this journey with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Healing with Hila. If you'd like to hear more like that, join me on my Patreon page for exclusive content and my mini podcast, Midnight Thoughts. I'd love to hear more from you. Leave in the comments anything you would like for me to discuss in future episodes. Thank you so much for inviting me into your life. So much love your way.